Is the Enforcement Directorate, the investigative agencies, the CBI, now being used as a tool by the BJP and the central government to target the political opponents of the BJP? Well, opposition political parties certainly seem to be thinking so. Because in state after state, in political parties after political parties, whether it's been the Shiv Sena, whether it's the Congress party, and whether it's been the Trinamool Congress, all of them have been hit by this investigation. BJP, of course, says that it's just not acceptable when you put that allegation on us because we go by the law and it's an autonomous organization. Joining me this evening in this debate is Shweta Shalini of the BJP, Radhika Khera of the Congress Party, Raj Punj, who is a Shiv Sena leader, Chandrasekhar Nene, who is a political analyst, and Mr. S.M. Khan, who's also been with the CBI. I'm going to just start off with you first, Radhika, because I remember, saw you and many of your colleagues on the streets on the day Sonia Gandhi was being investigated or interrogated rather by the Enforcement Directorate. Why is it that when someone from the Gandhi family or someone from the political party is being questioned by the ED, you cry foul? Because when you guys were in power at the center, similar kind of investigations were taking place of your political opponents at that point of time.
Pallavi, I'm glad you asked me that question. Now, when we talk about why are we raising our voice that only the Congress or the other opposition parties are being targeted, that is bound to happen. Has anyone ever questioned Raman Singh and his son regarding the Panama Papers or the Naan Ghotala? Has anyone questioned any BJP leader regarding the paper scam in Madhya Pradesh? Cheap land was given to Mr. Adani at his port at 1 rupee per square meter, which was much lower than the market rate during the former Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Rupani's tenure. Do you remember that huge scam of land change where 111 acres of land were changed from residential to commercial? Who is going to do the questioning? Recently, when the corona outbreak was happening, you were covering it and everybody saw that the nation was, everyone was helping everyone. But what was the BJP doing? Their leader in Himachal had to step down because he was accused of a PPE kit scam. Was any investigation taking place there? And also, has anyone ever questioned where and who paid for those MLAs who were taken from Maharashtra to Gujarat, from Gujarat to Assam, from Assam to Goa, then back to Maharashtra? You know, airfare is not cheap anymore. Who was paying for them? Who was paying for their hotels? Any investigation into all that? Zero. Okay. No investigation for anyone related to Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, his team, his leaders, or his friends, whether it's Mr. Adani. No question. But everything will be, the Gandhi family will be questioned, the Congress will be questioned, Congress leaders will be questioned, or other opposition leaders will be questioned.
Okay, I'm going to get your point.
Like there's a famous saying, आप मोदी जी को join कर लीजिए, आपके सारे पाप धुल जाएंगे, क्योंकि आप गंगा नहा लेंगे.
Shweta, this is the point. ऐसा तो नहीं है, and is it really possible that all the corruption is there in TMC, Congress, and does not hit the BJP? Because there's a list which has been put out by Radhika Khera that they are those alleged scams and corruption. But there's not even an iota or investigation or interrogation in that. Shweta, would you want to respond to that? Yes, Shweta, go ahead.
Of course. Pallavi ji, first and foremost, I think, I heard Pallavi ji out and I just want to ask a couple of questions. Do you know who PVS Sharma is? Of course, Radhika ji does not know. Do you know who Om Prakash Jaiswal is? Of course, Radhika ji does not know. Do you know who was this Yadurappa ji's son's colleague who was questioned? All these three people are BJP leaders in the states like UP, Gujarat, and Karnataka, who are still under custody and they are being questioned. What is the harm in questioning? Why is Radhika ji so bothered about questioning? Central agencies are supposed to question. If you are...
I don't think she's objecting. To be fair to her, yes, she's not objecting to questioning. She's saying selective questioning. Shweta ji, please, she's talking about selective questioning. Please answer that.
Yes, then what is the point? I just gave you names. I'm telling you that what is the point if you are, why are you scared of the central agencies? I have two top leaders like Amit Bhai Shah and Narendra Modi ji who have been time and again questioned by central agencies when their government was there in the center, and they have come out flying colors after 20 years. They've proven themselves in court. Why are you so scared? I'll tell you why Sanjay Raut is scared. Sanjay Raut is scared because he has assets worth 115 crores in his wife's name. You
be
work
fair
in
to
a
him,
media agency.
to be fair
You
to him,
work for
we've
the
been
media.
watching.
He's an editor.
Okay, Shweta, I heard.
He's an editor of a magazine.
Okay.
How
To
do
be
you
fair
think
to
he
him,
collected
I am not. He
115
looks anything
crores?
but scared.
I
He looks
will tell
anything
you
but
about the
scared.
Patra Chawl.
Maybe he's brazening it out for a reason. Shweta, I'll just come back to you.
You should look at his face. He was
Okay.
shit scared.
No. I looked at his face. He didn't look scared, and that is also part of the problem. That is, Shweta.
No,
Shweta, I got your wait. Shweta, I got your point. I have to go across to my other guest. Shweta, please. I will come back to you. Let me just go across to other guests. He didn't look scared. That's the part of the problem. He didn't look scared. Mr. Punj, that's what I want to ask you. Is he going to use these allegations to score a political point? I mean, after all, 10 hours of questioning, he could have quietly gone to an ED office. He comes out of his car. He flaunts his saffron stole. Then he's getting into ED office. Suddenly he comes out, lamba sound bites. I want to be arrested. I'm going inside to be arrested. All of this could have been done without so much of display of show. Is he doing it because Shiv Sena is suffering from an existential crisis, and you think that this in ED, arrest, detention, whatever, can be used by the Uddhav Thackeray faction to actually survive? Mr. Punj.
पल्लवी जी, देखिए, सबसे पहले तो ये है कि बिकॉज यहाँ पे मैं कह रहा हूँ व्हाई द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट और व्हाई द दिस एजेंसीज आर वेरी लीनिएंट विद द ये यामिनी यादव, प्रताप सरनायक एंड भावनी गवली, एंड ओनली वन पर्सन दैट इज संजय राउत, बिकॉज उन्होंने इनके खिलाफ जहाँ तक बोला है, तो कहीं ना कहीं जो आपका आज मैं देख भी रहा था, तो आपने बिल्कुल सही का लिखा कि बिकॉज इट्स अ पॉलिटिकल वेंडेटा। तो पॉलिटिकल वेंडेटा में अगर राजनीतिक प्रतिशोध है, अगर आपको लगता है कि राजनीति के अंदर इस प्रकार का प्रतिशोध है, तो ऑब्वियस है आप कहीं ना कहीं ऐसे आप किसी शख्स को आप इस प्रकार से प्रताड़ित करेंगे, उसको आप इस तरह से कटघरे में खड़ा करेंगे, तो ये अच्छी बात नहीं है। एक अच्छी शासन के लिए सत्ताधारी पार्टी है भारतीय जनता पार्टी, और हमने कई मुद्दों पे उनको सपोर्ट किया है, तो ऐसा नहीं है। और वही संजय राउत जी, आज उनकी बातें इनको बुरी लग रही होंगी, आज ये इनको लग रहा है कि ये ऐसा बोल रहे हैं या वैसा बोल रहे हैं, वो ठीक है, कईयों की आदत होती है स्पष्ट बोलना, सही बोलना, तो ठीक है, उन्होंने कुछ ऐसा बोला, लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि पॉलिटिकल वेंडेटा की तरह आप उनसे प्रतिशोध की भावना रखेंगे या इस प्रकार से रखेंगे, या एजेंसी सिर्फ कुछ लोगों के ऊपर ही उंगली उठाना इस प्रकार से जारी रखेंगे, तो ये नहीं होना चाहिए। सबके लिए समांतर होना चाहिए, सबके लिए बराबर होना चाहिए, बिकॉज यूआर इन इंडिया। यहाँ पे ऐसा कोई तालिबानी नहीं है कि आप किसी एक को नॉमिनेट कर लेते हैं, उसके ऊपर आप फैसला सुना देंगे या उसको लाभ ले जाएंगे। तो मैं यहाँ पे केंद्रीय एजेंसियां जो हमारे कार्य करती हैं, उनको तो बिल्कुल उंगली उठाता, चाहे वो सीबीआई हो, ईडी हो या एनसीबी हो, उनको बिल्कुल अधिकार है इस प्रकार से किसी को भी कटघरे में खिलाफ उनके खिलाफ बोलना, कुछ भी है।
Okay, now let's come back to all of you. Before I go